EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, a Sunday night blockbuster, part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. It's the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
First carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Off the play fake, it is Leonard. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down.
Really nice play call there by the offensive coordinator. You kind of use your tendencies against the defense. They're thinking run in this down and distance, and ultimately you use it to your advantage. Play action pass to the tight end, and you keep the drive alive.
Now, Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 19
A
yards.
pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 ring, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll fake the handoff, and here is Leonard. That one taken in. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Broncos. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. The extra point, up and good. The Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cowboy 80, check 50, check.
Right to the air goes Daniels. Swings this one out to White. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On the set.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8.
Tag. Ready.
The RPO, this one to McLaurin. He's on his effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Washington. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play right after the catch.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Play action. Here is Leonard. Johnny Newton in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive.
It's 2nd down.
Leonard now on 2nd down. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. Look at the big guy rumble. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Broncos. That is a 74-yard gain.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Running is Jacobs. He'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
That's Ibuka in motion. To the air on 3rd down. Here's Leonard. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Denver. Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good. And the Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Commanders 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Lions. Ready, ready?
Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 type, 18 Dragon, 60.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Pushed out to his left. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter.
A 3-yard loss makes it 3rd and 15.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's to the rookie out of Virginia Tech, Jalen Lane. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play there for Washington. 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They run with White, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Cougar 19. 79 Brook, trap 60. 19 Lions.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And that ball ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Cup 19. Ready. Mustang, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Throwing is Daniels. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60. 18 Cop Warriors, 70. Dragon, 60. Panther and left. Lion, Mike Buffalo, 18. 70 Rangers, 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. This is intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. He gets free. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Broncos. Now, the extra point. It's up and good. Broncos will take a 21-7 lead.
Commanders 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Maverick, 60 Maverick, ready? 60 Bobcats, 18 Rattler, 18, ready?
On first down, Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Second down and 8.
Let's go. Ready?
To throw is Daniels. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Tui Pelotu getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year.
On the jump.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Check out.
Throwing now Daniel. On the run to the right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Trestway to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Move it, 19,
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Leonard. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Percy Butler. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Come on.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he is out of bounds. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
White. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Daniel. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Drive begins with a run by White. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They'll throw with Daniels. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got a man. It's McClure. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
That's good.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Dragon 60. Japanese. Mustang Knights. Viking 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, right?
Now Daniels. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
Come on, come on. 60 Vikings, 70 Lions, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Daniels gonna throw again. He's got his tight end. That's a combo. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Throwing again. Daniel. Forced to his right. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Get it.
Back to throw. Middle of the field, he's got a Conquo. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
They hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Pioneer. Ready?
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Short one there to Okonkwo. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70. Check smash, check smash.
They'll run out of the gun. This is White, and it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Cougar 19.
They'll try to run for it. Here's White, and nothing there. He'll duck forward just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing second and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready,
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the ING at their own 5-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's Leonard now throwing on 1st and 10. Down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one, and it'll be second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
To the air on second down. Here's Leonard. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Broncos first down.
19 Lions.
To throw is Leonard. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again is Leonard. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
They'll get this out to the left flat, and it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Okay, ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 60, Panthers, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 79 Broncos. 60.
That's Ibuka in motion. Here we go, fourth down, and it's Leonard. Down man, it's Ibuka, complete. And he will go all the way. Emeka Ibuka, touchdown Denver. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. The PAT, up and good. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Let's go now.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Now pass deep from McLaurin. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete on every play.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 10.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Talk things over before third down.
Okay, ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Tag! Warrior 70, Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
Come on, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 19 tight, 19 tight, 19 Lion, 18 Rattler, 18.
He'll go. Here's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The failure on fourth down leads immediately to a first and goal. From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. And he'll get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Broncos. Not going for two. They'll kick the point after. The kick is good. The Broncos are going to extend their lead.
35, Commanders 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Dragon 60. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Daniels now on first down. There's Okonkwo open left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
A gain of 15
That catch
yards.
number 40
That's
on
good
the season for him.
Washington. First down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Here we go. Set.
On first down, Daniels. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. A nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third, they need 8.
Trap 60. Let's go. 18, 5, 18 Cardinal.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And really the story of the day for this offense, Mike, is it's just been far too many self-inflicted wounds. You're not going to overcome being reckless with the ball, inconsistent with the passing game, and beat teams in the NFL. It's just not going to happen, and the bad day at the office just continues.
70 Lions.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
Buffalo 18.
Leonard going to throw on 1st and 10. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 15. First down, Broncos. the middle with Jacobs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
70 Rangers, 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Leonard now on 2nd down. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To the air on 3rd down. Here's Leonard. Open is Kraft. He's got it. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Denver 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Roy. Let's go now. Warriors 70. Let's go.
He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
18, right here. 19 tight. Ready.
That complete to Jacobs. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
On the double. Hey, I got him. Let's beat 18 Rattler. Shut up. 18, 19 Lion. Hut.
Leonard gonna throw for it. And that is not gonna work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Clark, let's go now. Panther 60. Go.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Has caught. That's Lane. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards.
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Hut.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Swings this one out to White.
Daniels pass. Complete to Rashad White. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 30.
It is 2nd and 6.
Cup 19. 60 Bobcat. Bronco 80. Hut.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
70 Rangers, 70
First and
Rangers.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready.
To the air again is Daniels. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
It's a
Big play there for Washington. 32 yards.
18 Rattler. Ready.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
7 Pirates, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
Throwing again, Daniels. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Left leg 19. 18, right in, back at 60. 18, Warriors 70. Ready.
To throw on first and 10. Leonard. He's a short one, caught by Kraft. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
At the
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Let's go. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcats, Cup 19, Cup 19.
From the gun, here's Leonard. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
3rd and a yard. Leonard. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory.